Up, up, up. Paulie's going live tonight. What is up? What is up? Paulie's going live tonight. Bum, bum, way. I just thought I would sing a little bit. I'm kind of excited. Yo, if you guys, for people who've been on my lives for the past 2 weeks, you might notice something different, which is that like I'm I'm like way I'm not sick anymore. I'm so happy about that. So I'm feeling so much better. Oh shit. Here, give me a sec. I gotta pause this live. Or you know, I'm just gonna end this live and come back in like a minute or so. Um Yo, bro, I just went live. No, 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 you're good. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we'll pop some champagne this weekend. All right, bro. All right, bro. Yo, so I'm wrong to say the U.S. military will mock China. Every single time U.S. military equipment has gone up against Chinese or Russian military equipment, it is just destroyed. It's just destroyed Chinese and Russian military equipment. It's like ridiculous. You know what I mean? Look, we the thing about the United States is yes, we don't have healthcare. Yes, we don't have, you know, um family leave. We don't have any of that stuff. But like the US government can kill anybody on planet Earth at any time. Paul's the only Slavic non-woman I snipe with roses. I don't know what that means, but China has serious cyber capabilities, though. Like here's the thing that I think is important for people to understand is like the fact, like I so I'll just step back for a second, right? So when I talk to a lot of people about tech, because I have a tech background, right? I used to work in San Francisco for 4 years, and I would be talking to these people about like AI and how like and people will be like really doomer about AI taking, taking everyone's jobs, right? And you have like Sam Altman who's just like, oh, every single job is gonna be done by AI in like 3 years. And I have to tell these people who don't have any experience with Silicon Valley that like tech CEOs, all they do is lie. All tech CEOs do is lie. You can't trust a single word out of the mouth of a tech CEO. None of it's true. It's all fugazi. It's all bullshit, right? There's this famous tech sales book called um, called Spin Selling, right? And in it, the guy tells this joke where he's like, "What's the difference between a software salesperson and a used car salesman?" The difference is that the used car salesman, at least he knows that he's lying, right? All this to say that like, all the narratives you get in the media are not true. The narratives you get in the media about American and foreign military capabilities and cyber intel is that it's not accurate. It's propaganda put out. America would crush China in cyber. We're playing this wounded dog game. Anytime anytime it's actually come down to the American military having to demonstrate its capabilities towards a foreign adversary, we've always won. No, because we don't fund cyber enough. What do you what do you mean though? Okay, but you have to understand like this idea of we don't fund cyber enough, Congress needs to fund it more. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's a talking point from your officers in order to get Congress to give them more money. That's what they want. They want more money. So they're saying whatever they need to say in order to get more money. The truth is they're completely fine. Do you really think that the Chinese can USA produce shells and ammunition for a multi-year war? 100%, dude. 100%. What are you talking about? The way that propaganda goes through an organization is a lot more complicated than that. But there's some actual travel questions that I want to answer. So I'm gonna get to those now. I don't want to just talk about China and America because I think it's a silly argument. America would completely demolish China in a war. America has never lost. There's an intel unit. There, there's no organization on earth that has more misinformation than a intel unit. The entire NATO cannot produce enough for Ukraine war. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Um. Anyway, let me see. Thoughts of traveling to Malaysia? I love Malaysia. Malaysia is one of my favorite places on planet Earth. I highly recommend everyone travel to Malaysia. Um, in fact, if I were to list my top 5 destinations for 2026, I guess I should make a video like that. If I were to make my top 5 destinations for 2026, Malaysia would probably be number 2 on the list. I would say my top 5 destinations, just devoid of context. So if you're a solo traveler, if you're a boys trip or whatever, right? If you're a couple going on vacation, my top 5 places for people to go to in 2026. Number one is always going to be number one is Japan. Japan is always number one on my list. Number two is Vietnam. Number three is Malaysia. Number four is Montenegro, and number five, I don't really have a strong 5, to be honest. I don't really have a number 5 that, really. Oh, number 5 is Marrakesh, Morocco. Never mind. Number 5 is definitely Marrakesh, Morocco. I was just thinking about the places I've been this year that I'll put on the list, but I forgot, Marrakesh. Marrakesh, I'll put on that list. So that's that's my list. Malaysia is up there. As a well-traveled person myself, I appreciate your insights. 100%, dude. First solo travel trip at 19. You'll be safe. I think that one nice thing about Malaysia is that, well, this is a nice thing about Asia in general, but one nice thing about Malaysia in particular is that it's a relatively safe travel destination while at the same time really allowing you in-depth cultural immersion, right? Because one of the problems that a lot of times, in order to get that real in-depth, oh wow, I'm here now type of experience, you really need to put yourself in danger a lot of times. It's hard to really get that unless you're putting yourself in a little bit of danger. Just let's just be honest. The nice thing about Malaysia, and again, a lot of Asian countries, is that you can do that very easily. You can it's a safe place, but you really kind of feel like a fish out of water. So it's a good place for a first solo trip to kind of train you, because traveling is kind of a muscle, to be honest. Your first place that you go to, it's gonna be a little bit tough, but once you start going to a lot of different places, you're gonna start working that muscle of okay, I know how to land in an airport, I know how to find the ride sharing app, I know how to get to the Airbnb. Okay, now that I'm in Airbnb, I know how to build out my mental map of the area around me. And that's one of the most important parts of traveling is once you get your Airbnb, how do you build out your mental map of your surrounding area? And that's one thing and that's one reason why I know I keep on harping on them. I keep on dogging my Pokemon travelers. But that's one of the problems with Pokemon travelers is that if you're only spending 3 or 4 days in a place, you haven't built out a mental map for it. You know what I mean? You don't really know, you don't really have that place in your head in a real way. That only really starts to happen after 4 or 5 days where you're okay, this is that, this is this. Okay, I'm gonna go here, go left, go here, go there, right? And so all that to say that Malaysia is a good place to train yourself on that. Um, Thoughts on Asian women like Latino men. Do I got a chance? Just pretend to be Spanish, bro. Um, what about Vietnam? I love Vietnam. Vietnam is 100% like um at the top of my list of places that I would go to. What would you have chosen if you weren't blossoming as an influencer? Like what career path would I have chosen? If I like, is this a follow up to like what do you mean? Canine Karma asks, what would you have chosen if you weren't blossoming as an influencer? I don't know what you mean. Vietnam is better than Malaysia. I mean, I prefer Vietnam to Malaysia, but like I don't know. I don't think it's a slam dunk case that Vietnam is better than Malaysia. Um, you've been to Hanoi? I've only been to Ho Chi Minh. Oh yes, career path. So I was a remote sales rep actually. I just quit my job like a week ago. Um, I quit my job a week ago. I'm doing full-time TikTok now, but I think I think remote sales rep is kind of the best job if you want to be a passport bro. I said this before is that like 10, 15 years ago, I remember in 2015 software companies kind of had this dismissive attitude towards sales reps. They still paid them a lot of money, but there was this kind of attitude. I remember like my boss one time like pointing at the engineers and like they're the talent, you're just the people who sell it, right? And now that's kind of flipped a lot where engineers companies really want engineers to be, at their desks trying to squeeze as much work out of them as possible, right? So they don't want engineers to be remote anymore because they've seen too many horror stories of an engineer with like three or four different jobs, right? And like because an engineer like your output is very tightly correlated to how much time you spend working, like it's a lot tougher, right? But like with a sales rep, your output versus the amount of hours you spend working is not that tightly correlated. Even the best sales reps, it's like you spend 30 hours a week working versus you spend 50 hours a week working, you're not going to be making that much more money off of it. There's only so many people who want to buy your product at any given time. Um, and a lot of it's just based upon skill, not based upon, how much output you have, right? And that's why right now for a lot of companies is becoming more imperative to hire the best sales reps, right? Because like a sales rep with a 25% close rate or a 30% close rate versus a sales rep with a 20% close rate, that equals hundreds, if not millions of dollars to your bottom line, right? Let's just do the math, right? Let's say, and we're not even gonna do software, we're just gonna do like some sort of bullshit coaching offer, right? Let's say there's some bullshit coaching offer that's like $10,000 for a package, right? And you're a sales rep and you have what is it? Let's say 40 meetings a week, right? If you have a 30% close rate on those 40 meetings a week, that's 12 closes. That is, what? 12 times 10,000, that's $120,000 in revenue per week for your company, right? But let's say you have a 20% close rate, right? That $120,000 per week is now down to $80,000 a week. That's a $40,000 gap that the company is losing by having just a slightly worse sales rep, to be honest. I mean, there's between 20 and 30% is not actually that that huge, right? So over the course of a year, right, 40,000 times 52, right? That turns into what, $2 million a year in revenue that they're losing out by having a worse sales rep. No, companies aren't going to do that. So companies are willing to put up with your antics if you can close, right? So that's why I think that sales rep, being a remote sales rep, is the best job for you if you want to become a digital nomad. It's not really engineering anymore. The only real play if you want to be an engineer is if you want to be like a solo founder. Like if you want to found your own company, then yeah, you can do that. If you want to found like your own SaaS, there's this guy on on Twitter, whose name is Levels IO. You guys can follow him. Like he really goes into how he built out his online brand. But the thing with Levels is that like most of his work was done from social media. Like he basically creates products and then uses his social media clout to push them out. So it's not even like he's not even like a great engineer. He's a pretty crappy engineer by his own telling. It's just, you know, he has the followers so he can sell them. Um, is it cool to go to Cartagena right now? But look at the book next month, bro. Of course, it's good to go to Cartagena. Go on our Cartagena group trip. Fill out the form. Link in the bio. Can you answer my question, bro? I'm going on a rant, Bran. I'm going on a rant. I'm an engineer, and you're right, bro. Gotta get at least 10,000. Any thoughts on digital nomad options working law? I think working law. Um, I'm guessing. I don't really know that much about the law profession, so like take whatever I'm going to say with a grain of salt. But uh, basically zero. One, obviously, if you want to like practice like trial law, right? You have to like actually like go to the courtroom, right? Um, but two, like law is the type of thing that like because of confidentiality you need to be in a room with somebody, right? Like also like with documents, like there's all these different considerations that like being remote just makes it absolutely impossible. Even if you're like a what's it called? Um Even if you're a paralegal, you still have to deal with so much like there's so many regulations when it comes to those documents that those companies are not letting you do that. Will AI destroy all jobs? No, I don't think so. I think AI will create new jobs for people. Is it cool to um visit Cartagena right now? Yeah, dude, it's cool. We're literally selling Cartagena group package right now. I wouldn't be selling digital nomad. I wouldn't be selling group packages to Cartagena if I thought people would die. Um, be worse as girls are more trad. No, dude. So like the thing is that the very trad girls in Muslim countries are really pissed off about how traditional they're forced to be. And so when they meet a Westerner who they could be a freak with, they actually really like that. Like the Muslim guys that they're dealing with are really judgmental and just like honestly, they're just like not kind of fun to hang out with. So once they meet American guys who are like more cool and carefree, they absolutely love it. And like this is like a larger point that I guess is kind of important to make is that um is that like you have to realize as an American man, you're preferable, or like a European man too, you're preferable to pretty much every other type of man in the world, right? Like pretty much every type of woman, assuming, salary is equal, assuming looks are equal, assuming everything else is equal, every single woman in the world would prefer an American man over their own man. And this is one thing that there are a lot of guys who are like, oh, they're only into you because of your money, and that's not true. Like they prefer you because American men are just better than every other man. Again, making looks and making income equal. And like, why do I say that? I say that because like one of the effects of feminism is that it has forced American men to be so much better, right? Like we like it's kind of like if you guys have ever heard of the Tuskegee Airmen. American men are kind of like the Tuskegee Airmen. So the Tuskegee Airmen were one of the best fighter pilot crews during World War II that the American Air Force had. And the reason why is because they trained on shitty equipment, right? They were like an all black fighter pilot crew, right? So there was a lot of racism at the time. They didn't have good equipment, so they trained on the absolute worst equipment. Like they trained with like planes were like one wing didn't work, an engine was broken, all this malfunctioning stuff. But because they constantly trained under these incredibly stressful conditions, when it actually came time to fighting in a dogfight with a plane that actually worked, they were lighting everyone up. They're like, this is easy. You know what I mean? Versus like if you've been training on like the best equipment, then when you're actually in a fight and you lose something, like you start to panic, right? So all that to say that like that's kind of American men when it comes to dating is that we've been training on the worst equipment, right? We've been dating in this scenario where like we're I mean this is the common criticism that we all make, right? Um, feminism is equality when it benefits women, and then chivalry when it benefits women, right? We all know this, right? And so, American men just do more in relationships, right? We're more respectful, more courteous. We ask women questions about themselves. We don't like yell at them randomly. And so, because of that, foreign women love American guys. So, if you're an American man going abroad, whether it's Muslim women or Latino women or Asian women, they're gonna like you. Again, putting looks and putting, money equal, they're still gonna prefer you for those reasons. Do you think companies will continue the trend bringing employees back to the office? Um, yeah, 100%. Do you work on cold approach while passport broing, like with like women? Holy black pill. What's the black pill? Sorry, I go on these rants, so like sometimes like when the comments aren't specific, I don't really know what people are referring to. BP is just coping, bro. How's it cope? Um, can you be my tour guide in Medellin? Bro, I'll do you one better. Sign up to the group trip in Cartagena, and my boy that's been living in Cartagena for 7 months now, who's been literally living the lifestyle that you want to live in Cartagena. That dude is gonna show you around Cartagena and is gonna give you the absolute best time of your life. Like, do you see this yacht in this picture? That's his yacht. He has a penthouse. He's gonna bring you to the penthouse. You know what I mean? You're gonna have your own mansion with 9 other bros. You're gonna while out. Don't underestimate cultural and communication barrier that you need to work on. That's not true. I'm gonna 100% underestimate that barrier because I don't believe it really exists. I believe that people are willing to overcome cultural and communication barriers. Like those are some of the easiest barriers to overcome. There are a lot of other ones that are just much more difficult. George Graham says it's mostly about looks. That's not true, actually. Is it safe to rent a car and do a road trip from Cali to Medellin? Since you're asking that question, I'm assuming that you had never really been to Colombia or maybe been to Colombia like once. And so, no, it's not safe for you to do that. There are a lot of questions that just by the nature of the person asking them, I know that they are not I know the answer. You know what I mean? A lot of questions, for example, a lot of questions about safety are really conditional on who you are, right? Like if you're asking me like, is it safe to go from point A to from point B? I'm like, okay, tell me about you, right? If you're a Navy SEAL, pretty much everywhere in the world is safe for you, right? You are the danger. But a Navy SEAL would never ask me that question. So I'm assuming that usually this person who asked me that type of question are not the type of people who should be doing that type of thing. What's the cost? The cost of the trip is 1250. I'm not into bros. Yeah, dude. Nobody on the trip is into bros. It's a boys' trip to go meet girls. You spoke their language. Most dudes here don't. No, dude. When I first came to Latin America, I didn't speak Spanish. I was referencing to black pill ideology. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't really know how to resolve your visa problem, dude. If you need any like information for your visa, let me know. And if you purchase, so like we literally have one space left on this group trip, and I can't seem to sell this one last space. The first 9 spaces sold out in like a week or so, and this one last space we can't seem to sell it. And I really just want to sell this one last fucking space so I can just move on and start selling other stuff. So if somebody wants to just purchase it, I'd really love it. Best neighborhood in Rio for bar hopping is Lapa. It sounds like a fun trip. Yeah, dude, you should definitely come. Have been there already. The women already know. Okay, it was solid. Just be patient. The trip is March 16th to the 22nd. Apple user, you can purchase the trip on layaway. Cardigan is mainly mulatto and black. No, it's not. I mean, there are like well. First of all, like mulatto is like such like how do I say this? So many women who identify as white in Latin America are more mulatto than a lot of the girls who identify as mulatto. You have to realize like Latin America has been like a cultural cauldron for the past few hundred years of white Europeans, natives, Africans, and then you have Germans, you have some Asians thrown in the mix too. Like you can't really get hung up on that. But no, I mean Cartagena has a whole mix of people. Um Yeah, it's definitely paid women. It is paid women. Like we're gonna have so here's the plan is we're gonna have a lot of different types of trips. We're gonna have like right now, me and my buddy who lives in Thailand are working on like a more of like a spiritual retreat in Thailand. That's more of like a men's wellness retreat. You know, that's like, could be complete opposite of this. But the reason why we started with this is because boats and hose. This is basically boats and hose, and boats and hose is just like an easier thing to sell. So, um, people say Colombia is cooked. Might be time for Ecuador. Um, bro, here's the thing, right? Is that like there are a lot of people who have never been to Colombia, who have never been to South America, who are like, oh man, Paulie said, Cartagena's cooked. Paulie said Colombia is overrun by too many people. So I'm not going to go to Colombia or Rio or Costa Rica. I'm going to go to a third tier city. I'm going to go to Guayaquil. Or I'm going to go to Quito, or I'm going to go to, Bolivia. And it's like, bro, like you haven't traveled enough to go to those places. I mean, you could go, feel free, like have fun, but you're not gonna really enjoy yourself that much. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like, I guess like a good way of saying it is like imagine if somebody has never listened to like rap music, right? And they're like, I'm gonna get into rap music. And they're like, I heard of like, Talib Kweli. It's like I should start off by listening to Talib Kweli, or I should listen to Mos Def, or I should listen to any one of these like underground rappers, right? Dilated Peoples or Dead Prez or something like that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess you could start off listening to Dead Prez or Grandmaster Flash or any of these guys, but like honestly, like if you're just starting out listening to hip hop, you should listen to like the radio stuff because that's closest to what you already know. That's going to make the transition easiest is if you listen to like Drake or if you listen to Kanye or if you listen to Jay-Z. Like, yeah, if you have been listening to rap your entire life, and you have heard H to the Izzo a billion times in your life. Obviously, you don't want to be sitting there listening to the Blueprint again. But like, if it's your first time listening to rap, like go listen to the big guys first, understand the medium, understand it, and then dive into all of the, estuaries, right? But a lot of people want like their first trip to Latin America to be to like Bolivia. I'm like, I'm in Bolivia right now. Bolivia's chill, but like if my first trip to Latin America was to Bolivia, was to Santa Cruz, I would never come back to Latin America. Yeah, exactly, like Biggie. Um, let me see. I can do Thailand and Philippines though, just not Colombia anymore. Brazil is still cool. Okay. What's your opinion on Western Europe? I've done a bunch of Western Europe rants, man. I just don't feel like doing it right now, but Western Europe sucks. The only South American country my work will allow me to work remote is Argentina. Is it worth it? I mean, I'll say this, right? Like every country is like the question of is it worth it is based upon what your preferences are. You know what I mean? Like it's such a personal question. Like I was talking to somebody yesterday, I'm on this live actually, who like hated Rio de Janeiro. Right? In Rio de Janeiro, I have as I always say, I have four cities I think everyone should go to at least once in their life. New York, Tokyo, Paris, Rio de Janeiro, right? And he was like, "Man, I went to Rio and like I hated it. I thought it was ghetto. I thought it was ugly. I didn't like it." I was like, "Okay, well that's, you just Rio's not for you. You should go to other places." You know what I mean? So, even the best places in the world, there are a lot of people who doesn't appeal to. So, I can't give you a categorical answer if Argentina is a good spot for you. What I will say is that like Patagonia is one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth. Argentina right now is getting a lot cheaper. It's getting a lot more stable. So yeah, this is a good time to visit Argentina. Every hot girl in Germany. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's open up to guests. People always wanna talk, man. What up? What can I help you guys?
You know Passport Paulie?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Passport Paulie, how are you doing, man?
Chillin', man. What's up?
Not much, man. I'm just wondering. So,
Wait, what happened to Zane?
I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Hey.
Wait. I just want to say one thing before I turn over to you guys. Hamza said
What's up,
Rio's cooked. Hamza, yesterday you were talking to me about how London is still awesome. Like you like London, but you hate Rio. You just have the worst taste in the world, bro. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. What's up, Sean Ismore? What's up, Pseudo?
Let's go.
What's up,
pleasure to
man?
be here. Pleasure to be here.
Great to see you, man. Great to talk to you.
What can I help you guys with?
I'm going to Rio for Carnival, actually. You made a video not to do that.
I'm in Zane's room. Nah, because he doesn't.
Okay, so you said you're going to Rio for Carnival.
Yeah, you said not to do it though. You made a video. You're saying don't do it. It's expensive.
Yeah, dude, it's a complete waste of money. It's a terrible idea.
But what is it? Get on.
But I'm kind of taking your advice. I've been to Medellin before, like when I was like 19.
Yeah,
But you know what you just said? Like, if you haven't been too much to South America, it makes sense to go to Rio. It makes sense to go South
tickets.
It'd be pretty fun. Yeah, actually, not really there for Carnival. So I'm going the week before because it was so expensive.
Oh,
I'm
that's
leaving on, like,
fine.
the Saturday.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
you're good.
I think the week before should be pretty fun. And then the Saturday, I don't know, is it gonna be crazy getting to the airport? Like I have to get to the airport on a Saturday of like Carnival.
It'll probably be a little bit
leaving.
crazy without. I mean, just leave early and you'll be fine. It's mainly gonna be people like driving from the airport. So it might be one of those things where it's just like on the opposite end, it's a long line of cars and like you're just on the easy street. But
Yeah.
I mean, Rio and like South America, but especially Brazil, is a very dysfunctional country. So like always prepare for dysfunction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sort of worried about that. I'm kind of going alone because my friend bailed on the trip, but I know I ran into some other people going, so I think I'm good in Brazil. But yeah, I'm sort of alone in Brazil. So.
When are you going to? Yeah, you'll be fine, dude. I went to Rio. How old are you?
28.
Oh yeah, dude, just chill. I went I went to Rio de Janeiro solo as well. Like you'll be fine. Just don't be a fucking
Cool.
idiot. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah. And I'm in Taiwan right
Wait,
now.
what happened?
If you
Where's
never
Dave?
been, do you have any questions about Taiwan?
where are you? Wait, like when are you going to Buenos Aires?
Pretty much all of February for like 3 weeks.
Nice.
After that first week.
I'm gonna be in Cordoba in Argentina. If you want, shoot me a message. We'll meet up.
Oh, bro, that'd be sick. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll find your do you use Instagram?
Yeah. Send me a DM on TikTok, and then I'll send you my Instagram. I don't share my Instagram because I think it just dropped off. I don't share my Instagram because there are a lot of weirdos on here. Um, and also like I post pictures of my wife on my Instagram, and everyone's constantly salivating to like see pictures of my wife in like a really fucking creepy way. But if you shoot me a DM, you haven't shot me a DM before, have you?
No, and this
Okay,
isn't my main TikTok either. I have like one follower here, so you might miss me or something.
No.
Just
I see everything. It's just a lot of times people will shoot me a message and just be like, "Hey man, plan my trip for me," and I'll just delete the message. But like because of that, they can't message me again. But I just want to make sure.
No. I never reached out before. I've watched your videos. I like your videos. I travel a lot, so
Yeah, dude, shoot me a message. We'll connect on Instagram. I'd love to share some information. You seem like you know what you're doing. Tell me about Taiwan. How is it, bro?
Dude, so yeah, politics aside, like it's really, really good. Like I just keep getting amazing meals. Like down the street. I mean, I'm in a good area too, but everything's really easy. Google Maps works on like South Korea. Like I was just in South Korea, and like just easier to get around. People are really nice. It still does have that like standard. I think like a lot of cities converge to this standard look, but then yeah, people don't really speak English that well, but the food's really good.
Dude, I
I
completely
just want to say, I want to tell you, Sean, if you're going to Rio for Carnival, you're definitely going to want to definitely look into getting into the South Zone. You're going to want to either be in Botafogo, Ipanema, or like Leblon, any of those places, because I'm in Rio right now. And I was here for the New Year's. I was here for Christmas. And I went to Copacabana for New Year's. Okay. And there was like a bunch of people on the beach for New Year's on Copacabana Beach. No Uber. Okay. So if you have an Airbnb that's outside of the South Zone, you're not going to be able to get an Airbnb that whole night. You have people sleeping on the side of the road. And like what Paulie was saying, is very unorganized sometimes. I mean, it is organized. Sometimes it does work in certain instances, but when these holidays come around, and especially for Carnival, you're going to want to have a place in the South Zone. You're going to want to be in Botafogo, Ipanema, Copacabana, or
yeah, I'm in Ipanema.
Okay, Ipanema is fine. I think you'll be fine if you stay. If you can find a place in Ipanema. I'm not sure how long you're going to be down here, but I have been in Rio for about 3 months now, and I mean I've experienced it. I've shared my little comments on. I went to Colombia for a little while too. I've been to Colombia for 2 months, and I came out here to Rio. I like Brazil a lot better than I like Colombia. I just wanted to say that, but I mean I feel like Carnival is going to be a very busy part of the year for this area, and you're going to want to be careful of keeping your wallet in your back pocket and all that type of stuff. Because I have seen some people snatch phones, cell phones, and things like that. But
yeah, you should just don't go to Carnival in Rio. That's just like nobody. Unless you're already in Rio, don't go to Carnival in Rio. It's just not a good idea. It's just.
I mean, if you want to experience it, I'm not telling you not to experience it, but
I'm telling you not to experience it. I'm saying, do not do it. It's not worth it.
To Asia. If
What?
you're used to Asia, it's not Asia. That's what you want to understand. Like Rio is not Asia. It's you
Yeah.
want to make sure that you
No, I'm not. I'm
very
not
street
used.
smart.
I'm not used to Asia. I'm living in Bolivia right now. I'm just saying that I've spent 7 months in Brazil. I understand Brazil. I'm just saying that like there's not a single Brazilian person that I've met that's been like, oh yeah, man, Rio, Carnival in Rio is a really great experience. It's it's basically like Mardi Gras in New Orleans. It's a thing that like it's for the tourists. The locals get priced out of it. They don't want to go anyway, and overall, it's just not a good thing to do. But where were you in Seoul, man?
I stayed in Gangnam. It was I think you usually hate on Seoul. I have like a lot of friends there
Me?
from college.
No,
I feel
I
like your videos usually say skip Seoul, just go to Japan.
so this is one of those
Personal
things.
preference though.
It-
You're not hating on it.
yeah,
You're not
yeah.
hating on it, but you say kind of
It's a weird thing where like I like a lot of like I'll make in my mind like I'll make like 10 videos about a place, right? And like 9 of them are positive. And then like there's like one that's like kind of negative, but the one that's kind of negative pops off a lot more. And everyone's like, yo, he's hating on Seoul. And like I love Seoul. I thought Seoul was a delightful place. We stayed in Sindebeng, which is like it's like if you're going from Gangnam to like you know where all those palaces are.
yeah, up north. Yeah, towards the north. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like basically, if you're going from Gangnam to those palaces, midway through, you stop there. That's Sindebang. And so I love Sindebang because the beautiful thing about it, I don't think Gangnam had this much of a problem, but Hongdae had a huge problem like this, where like Hongdae was all westernized. It was all just like made for like tourists. Whereas
Yeah.
like Sindebang was like more of like a local area, and I absolutely loved it. I loved going to places and not being able and not a single person speaking English. I was like, this is the life.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that was my first time in Seoul. Actually, it felt like that. Gangnam is more of a corporate district. So there's a little bit less tourists, at least where I was at first.
yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
Gangnam is a lot more. I mean, it's not like residential. You're right. It's a lot more of a business district, but it's not flooded with tourists either. It's a lot more like Korean than like Hongdae. Hongdae is like completely taken over. But like, where do you recommend in Taiwan?
So Taiwan, I've only been in Taipei so far. I'm gonna explore more of the city or the country for the next like couple weeks. But I'm in Taipei right now. I'm in the district I'm in is like I think it's Dana district. It's like right by the Sun Yat-sen Memorial. That like, oh my God, I'm just walking around every corner, just like it's a lot more like hippie than I expected. Or not hippie, but what's the word? When you think of like, the way you cluster Seoul and Japan, right? In some videos. I feel like it's more different than that than I expected. That's like the biggest shock. You have more of the people there's a lot of people on mopeds, for example. So it's got that little bit of that Southeast Asia twang to it,
Nice.
So it's more, so it's got that kind of like underground feel to it, honestly. And then, culturally very similar to like China, I think. Like culturally, people are like, I don't know, depending who you talk to, they'll say that they're Chinese. They speak a different kind of version of Chinese, but it's got like, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know about China. I haven't been. I'm going to Hong Kong in like 2 weeks, but this is pretty cool so far.
Yeah, dude, I really want to go to Taiwan. The problem is that my wife is Venezuelan and her passport doesn't allow her to go to Taiwan. But Taiwan is the one East Asian country I've not been to. It is cool that they said it has that like motorcycle Southeast Asian feel. Where have you been in Southeast Asia?
Oh, just Thailand actually. Just Thailand for a wedding. I have an uncle who lives in Chiang Mai too. He like owns like a hotel or like kind of like a bed and breakfast. But I stayed with him, and there was like like it was like like a place kind of. It was in Chiang Mai, but it was kind of like a little bit outside like the main zones of the city. So there's like a Muay Thai gym across the street. Like
Oh, wow.
uncles betting on roosters. So it's not Taiwan's not like that, like people smoking cigarettes betting on roosters, but it's like but it's got it's got some of that twang to it. It's nice. And then the weather's great here right now. It's like really nice weather.
Yeah, I honestly I want to live in Asia, but like logistically it's hard for us to make it work because my wife's family lives in South America. And if you know anything about Latinos, they're very family oriented. So Shad is pissed that I disconnected you. Honestly, bro, the reason why I disconnected you is because we were having a conversation about Taiwan, and then you changed course into the shit that you wanted to talk about, and then you started lecturing me about shit. And like, I'm just not interested in having that, man. Like you have to respect the flow of the conversation. You're the type of guy who like, have you ever experienced this? I've experienced this a lot of times. It's very annoying. Like, have you ever been in like a group of like 5 people at dinner, and then like there's one person who wants to talk about something, so he like sequesters you into like a separate conversation about the thing that he wants to talk about, and you're like talking to him about it. And you're like, wait, but I want to be part of the general conversation. Like, I don't like conversation manipulators. You know what I mean? You have to go with the flow of the conversation. Anyway, I don't like to address this type of stuff. I just want to like give an answer, and so we can just like move past it. But Mark Lyon jumped on. What's up, bro?
Yo, I'm Guyana right now. Never been to Asia, so I'm not saying anything right now because of that.
Because of what?
I've never been to Asia.
Oh, okay. What's up, Dun?
What's going on, man?
By the way, Roger, I would love to join that Passport Bro group on Facebook. Shoot me a DM and we'll talk. Shad's like, okay, I'll unfollow you, bro. I don't give a shit. Anyway, Dun, I was actually talking about you earlier today. I was talking about how you hate.
I was talking about you too, bro. I saw one of my friends is going to Brazil. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send a live to him. Hopefully, he'll listen.
Dude, I was talking today. Someone asked me about Argentina, on this live, and I was just like, look, at the end of the day, it's what you like, it's what you want. You know what I mean? And Rio de Janeiro is the nicest, most awesome city on planet Earth, but there was some dipshit yesterday who hated it. I'm just fucking you. I didn't say it like that, but
I just can't. I'm gonna give it one more chance, bro. I mean, I probably won't go for like another year, but I'll probably give it another chance.
I just try it sometime. Try it sometime in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it like going to Pedro de Sol. It's just logistically not. It didn't work. I didn't have like my best trips ever that I've ever had is Sosua, but that was like 2017 or 2018, the first time I ever went out to one of those kind of places. Sosua, Medellin, but this was Medellin probably in 2022, and then Sao Paulo. I mean, I've had trips that were duds, bro. Like bad trips that were duds because the women there changed.
Have you been to Asia?
No, remember we were talking about this yesterday.
Oh.
You were telling me about how Korea. I told my friend who's going, and he told me about. I told him how you talked about how the Korean women either all had square heads or had plastic surgery. I was like, bro, that's hilarious.
Dude, it's true.
So yeah.
Why are you out of breath, man?
I'm on the treadmill.
Oh, okay.
Walking on a treadmill, yeah. Like to do this sometimes when I'm walking on a treadmill, get a quick little easy burn of calories in.
I'm gonna start doing this thing next week because I need to start getting in better shape. I have a buddy who's a personal trainer who has like a TikTok account also, and we're gonna be doing like joint content. We're gonna be doing some fitness. I'm gonna add some fitness content to my travel content.
Bro.
So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, bro. You would probably be. Have you seen all this looks maxing stuff out there?
Yeah, I've seen a bit of it.
But bro, like we're behind as men. Like these women have been doing this for like the last decade. with plastic surgery and peptides and skincare and really cutting down fat. I mean, I'm not fat, I'm really skinny, but it really, men are just laggards with this. And this is what I was telling you about, like Latino women. Like, if plastic surgery was just as expensive in Colombia as it is in America, I don't know if a lot of men would go there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the women would look that good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so like one of my problem with the looks maxers, man, and like I was gonna make a video about this today, but I felt I like wrote out like a script, but I didn't really have it where I wanted it, and it was like, but like it started out, I was just like why are these all the looks maxers I see, the girls that they pull are just so mid.
But
Like
it's not about the women.
I
It's
never
not about women.
I never see them with hot chicks.
It's not about women, though. It's about adapting to the current environment, right? So, for example, everything fun to do in America is over. Like the nightlife is gone, but where's everybody going? The gym. And it's because the only thing that matters in the world now is your picture. Your picture on the internet matters more now than really a lot of other things outside your money. And the picture that you have on the internet and how you look, it matters. And so now that it's negative and positive, it's negative because it took away nightclubs, parties, bars, all this type of stuff. Like it's 9:14 where I'm at right now on a Tuesday night. The only people out at bars are old fat people. All the young, attractive people right now are at gyms. They're not out. And that's because the picture is what matters. Like I'm telling you, bro. And you know yourself personally, given how you look, bro, I swear to God, bro, you already know what type of time, how you could have sinned, no didn't.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me, I don't really want to be a part of that general culture personally.
Gym culture?
No, a general culture of like I think American culture. I mean, I lived in SF for 4 years. I lived in LA for 4 years. You know, I've lived in very hyper competitive and very
But Latin America's worse.
artificial culture.
Latin America's worse, bro.
There are parts of Latin America that are worse. The other parts of Latin America are like don't care at all.
You don't think the people in Latin America care about their look, especially if you're under the age of 35. Everything in Latin, I don't care if it's Medellin, Miami, it's all about how you look.
But that's the point. You chose the cities Medellin and Miami. But like
But can I ask you a question?
What about Lima, Peru?
I got you. They care about it there too. Can I ask you a question, right?
Go for it.
It's dudes out there. So you white and you got blue eyes or whatever color your eyes is. Bro, why would you not take advantage? You could be a 5 foot tall, balding Indian, bro. You already got the frame.
Yeah.
Why would you not do the best with this? I don't get it. Why would you not? I would definitely I'm a little scared of taking testosterone, but
Paulie has the best hair, someone said.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what are you doing? like, what are we doing here, bro? And the thing is this, you're representing America. You gonna let these tortilla eaters beat you? You know, bro, if you stood side by side with them and you had the same amount of body fat, you would crush them.
Yeah.
Like you would crush them. I don't think there's any excuse today for any white person under the age of 40 to be overweight. It's no excuse. No offense.
I mean, no. I take it. I'm married, by the way, so that's you know. But no, I mean, I think I just need to be healthier in general because I want to be able to like live a happy life with my children that me and my wife are working on. So that's kind of the motivation for me. But
you never wanted to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger ever?
No.
Or The Rock ever? Oh man, you tripping, bro.
Never.
Or Triple H from the WWF? You never want to look like that.
Different strokes for different folks, bro. I never wanted to look like that. Even so, there was a time in my life where I was benching. I like every day for a few years. I would run 5 miles in the morning, like run, and then I would like bench 280.
That's good weight.
I was doing curls of like 75, 80 pounds on each arm.
Good.
So I was fucking built, you know what I mean? But even then I just did it for like health reasons. I didn't really do it for like wanting to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was never really my goal.
I think this, bro. Everybody should aspire. Everything is different, right? I like wearing nice clothes because somebody even said this today. I was talking about this looks max and stuff to somebody, and they were like, "Well, what happens if everybody does it? It'll be like fashion." You know what I'm saying? Like fashion, everybody, like the peptide injection. I'm looking into these peptides. Number one, I didn't know all this stuff was out there, right? So like, I didn't know it, and now I'm being educated on it, and now pictures. Now that pictures is all that matters, I'm like, dang, I'm behind, and it just, it's like I said, it would be an extension of fashion. It's an extension of fashion. You get your hair cut, right? You get your hair cut. And the thing is this, if you under 6 foot tall, if you 6 foot tall or over, you're really wasting your time. You're not using what God gave you, bro. Straight up, especially in Latin America, because check this out. You could put like Shamar Moore, or you could put like somebody like that next to like a white guy who's like low body fat in Latin America. Who's going to win that battle every time? A white guy. If you in shape, bro, you can't lose. If Tom Brady comes down to Latin America and Ray Lewis come down to Latin America, they stand side by side. You already know who's winning that, bro.
Well, I mean, Tom Brady did get cheated on with a jiu-jitsu instructor, but
Yeah, but Tom Brady can have any woman he wants. We don't know who Tom Brady was cheating with, though.
that's true.
People in Latin America care about their looks, bro. I'm tired of seeing men saying that this don't matter, bro, because you misrepresenting America. Like when I went down there, and the lady was like, she saw my car. This was in Rio, and I was at Mabs, and you already know what type of big black guys, fat dudes are at Mabs. And she's like, "You don't look American." I'm like, "What does American look like?" And she was like, it just was ridiculous. We're not representing ourselves correctly when you could be. And I hate to do that. I want to go on a rant here, but it is what it is.
Yeah, just as like a little bit of a side story, I took 2 or 3 years off from sales, and I was working at a restaurant. I'm not gonna say the restaurant, but LeBron James would go there like 3-4 times a week. And I saw him cheat on his wife constantly.
Oh, bro, that's out there. That's everybody knows that. Drake made that song about it and everything.
Yeah, I mean, this is back in 2021, so I still felt like I had some news, that. But I'll confirm the Drake rumors. I saw it. I seen it. What
bro.
restaurant I worked at? Yeah, fucking no one. Only 30 people watching. I was at Soho House. If you guys know that place.
Is that in New York?
It's like a chain of like membership clubs.
Yeah, bro, I heard about that in New York. You can see it on TikTok.
Yeah, I came from SF, so I had no idea about Soho House. But in LA, it's a big deal, or it was a big deal, like for complicated reasons. It's basically Soho House was so Soho House's entire selling point was exclusivity, but they got so focused on growing that they just started allowing anybody to be a member. And then it was just like, well, it's not exclusive anymore. And the price of a Soho House membership was $3,000 a year, which is not cheap, but like that's what an Equinox membership is. You know what I mean? I was a member of Equinox. Equinox is $3,000 a year, and like it's not. If you're making,
so you was already in the culture then.
If you're making,
you was already in there.
If you're making $150,000 a year, you should be able to afford Soho House. And like Soho House should not be a place where you can get into just by making $150,000 a year. It's got to be more exclusive than that. So that was kind of like their problem, was they just let way too many people in. But Equinox is the shit. I gotta say, Equinox, so when I was in SF, I was paying like $300 a month or $250 for Equinox, and then I switched to SF Fitness, which was just kind of like a normal gym, but still pretty good. Like you don't realize though, like Equinox is worth it because you spend that money, but you also go and you get the really nice equipment. You're surrounded by some of the hottest people in the world, and you're like, I want to go to the gym every morning. So
Dude,
Facts, bro.
the
Facts, bro.
towels in the hot showers are so nice.
in
I go
Equinox,
when I'm in New York, I go yeah, I pay for it. Even though I travel, like I'm missing it this next 2 months.
dude,
But, like,
Equinox is the
it's
shit,
so
man.
worth it.
So we were
Yeah.
so I went to Equinox near the Four Seasons in San Francisco, which is where visiting NBA teams stay. And the Four Seasons, if you stay at the Four Seasons, you get a free Equinox because they're not going to build their own gym when literally Equinox is right next door. And so I would work out sometimes, literally right next to like opposing basketball players. I gotta say, the most physically intimidating basketball player I've seen. If you guys remember J.R. Smith, this was like 10 years
Yeah.
ago. J.R.
Yeah, I
Smith,
remember Jared Smith.
that dude, like I saw like Timothy Mozgov, I saw Clay Thompson, I saw Damian Lillard. Nobody is like as much of an animal just like walking around as J.R. Smith. That dude is like built. I can't even explain it. It's like, like pulsating muscles, basically.
Yeah. But the reason I bring that up is because, like, fashion is my thing, right? So when I go to these places, what I mean? I dress how I dress when I'm in America. America's competitive, and I'm not going to stop being competitive. Now I don't do ridiculous jewelry or anything like that. I did one time in Medellin, but they thought I was Colombian, so I was good. But I'm not going to let these people beat us, okay? That's my opinion. You know what I mean? If you don't go out like that in America, don't go out like that over there.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, it's different strokes for different folks. Different people are looking for different stuff. Um, I wish the looks maxers well. I wish everybody
It's not
well.
going. It's not. I'm telling you, dude. It's secretly been going on before it went viral with younger men, because like there was a lady I know that adopted this kid in high school, and he became super obsessed with like gym culture and all that type of stuff. And I think he started using light form of PEDs, but he was Hispanic, so they need it. But he was doing this in like the 10th grade. So like, yeah, bro, this is it. This is the next iteration of where we're going as a society.
Yeah, but
It's all about
I mean, for me personally, I just don't think it's a healthy iteration.
muscle is
So, but
making money can be unhealthy
yeah, it is.
and can be unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I mean, going to Cartagena can be unhealthy,
Well, except for on the group trip, this is very healthy. Everyone should do
Except on
this.
the group trip.
This is basically like eating broccoli, but like cocaine.
Hey, I have to head out. I'm going to the gym.
All right, dude.
But,
See ya.
I'll see you guys.
Yeah, man. He looks maxing, man. Down my body fat, bro.
All right, I'll see you guys. Nice to meet you, man.
What's up, Mark?
See you.
To tell us about Guyana, bro.
Guyana is good. Like, it's not like, as a tourist, I wouldn't come here. There's like just a mall here, like a small mall. Unless you're like approaching girls at the mall or doing Tinder, like you can do that. It's pretty fast track, pretty simple.
Yeah.
But like, there's nothing to do here really. There's like a good area that's called Jardim Goiás. That's like the El Poblado of Medellin. Like everything's super modern. They have a park and everything. It's super safe to walk around. But other than that, it's like to live. It's great. It's like Asuncion, probably.
Yeah, that's my feeling with Guyana. It's a place to like post up, but like not a place to go for like a week. Someone asked to talk about the group trip. Do you guys mind if I just do like a little bit of like a commercial break? Just give me like a 30 seconds, and then we'll get back at this. But the Cartagena group trip, it's 6 days, March 16th to the 22nd. It's $1,250. That covers all of your activities. That covers your Airbnb. That covers breakfast and lunch for all of those 6 days. You're gonna be out on the catamaran multiple days. You'll be out on ATVs. We're going to show you around the entire city. The guy who's running the group trip has been living the life in Cartagena that you dream of for the past 7 months, and you're basically living the baller lifestyle in Cartagena. The only thing that you don't pay for is drinks. The only thing that you do pay for is drinks, dinner, flights, and girls. But anyway, sorry, continue, Dundun.
Where are you staying? Where do you usually stay in Cartagena? I stay in the old city. Where do you stay in Boca Grande, or where do you usually stay?
Yeah, so this place is actually going to be in the old city. It's going to be right next
Old
to
city.
I forgot. I have it somewhere on a map. I get a bunch of like weird people reaching out to me. So we actually got to change our approach. Our original approach was that we're gonna do like 4 of the group trips every month, but we realized it just wasn't like a very good way to grow. So instead, we're gonna be doing like a lot of custom trips, but then have one group trip per month. And so I had this bunch of weird people reaching out to me, and this one person was just like, "Send me the name and the address of the Airbnb. I want a point of contact." And I was like, "Bro, I feel like you're just gonna call the cops on us. Like, I'm not gonna give you this information."
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That sounds kind of sus.
yeah, like,
That sounds kind of sus. Airbnbs in the old city, I always have to get a whole house because you don't know if they're guest friendly or not.
yeah,
But I'm kind of done with Airbnbs. I think high-end hotels are better, bro. Like hotels that cost a lot, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I think the good-looking women are at higher end stuff.
yeah. It's always like a give and take of like what you want. I think Airbnbs are good to post up in for like a month, but it could be.
Like next time I go to Medellin, I'm either hitting the Charlie or the Click Clack just to see.
Yo, what's up, Columbia? See, we're actually talking about the group trip.
Oh, what's up? Well, I actually have a special guest here with me this evening. So you give me a second. Victoria. Don't worry, she's dressed for now. Un momento. Come say hi to.
What's up, y'all? Sorry, I was talking to someone.
Say hello.
Hola, how are you?
¿Cómo está? ¿De dónde eres?
Colombia.
¿Dónde? Medellín,
Bucaramanga.
Cartagena. Oh, mucho bueno.
Yeah.
Tú eres muy bonita. Me gusta.
There you go. Yeah,
So yeah, if you want to meet girls, go on the group trip.
This is my new Airbnb to list.
Oh, nice.
What city is that in Bucaramanga? Where are you at?
No, I'm in Cartagena. I'm the guy that's
Okay.
running the trip for I'm the tour guide.
Is it the wall city?
This one is in Teresa's, but the main Airbnb for the group trip is in the walled city, just outside of San Diego.
Gotcha.
But it's guest friendly, has 12-hour night security, pretty much everything you can ask for, cleaning on demand, cooking, the whole 9 yards, and women like this.
Have y'all ever been to K Baracho in Cartagena, the steakhouse? K Baracho?
Yo, Colombian and Roger, can you guys turn your cameras off? Apparently, you guys have some themes that are no bueno.
Yeah, I see this now. I saw it. It popped up.
TikTok, stay hating, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Lovely Latinas. Sorry about that, Paulie. I'm a back out. I just wanted to say hi to everybody for a minute.
Do I need to leave?
Celebrate.
No, you're fine.
No, she just got here, so I just figured I would.
Oh shit! I have to remove you, bro. Sorry about that.
No problem.
No, I'm removing Colombian. You're good, Roger.
What's up, bro? How are you doing?
Chilling, dude. So if you saw Colombian Odyssey, his face is red. I don't know if the guy is on this live, but we just built out this like really awesome custom package for these people who are spending a week in Cartagena, and they just approved the budget. So we're both celebrating a little bit. Anyway, what's up, Roger?
Oh, nothing, man. I was gonna tell you, like, I'm an admin for one of the. It's the biggest Passport Bros group chat. You know how there's multiple of them on like social media. We have like a Telegram, WhatsApp group, but Facebook is like the biggest thing, I guess you could say. I'm one of the admin because I lived in Argentina for a couple of years. I'm gonna tell you, you should join it if you have it. I could pass you the information now. If you want to promote stuff, you've got to work that out with the actual other guy, but like he's pretty chill. So
yeah, dude, 100%. Shoot me a DM, bro, and I'll connect with you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem, man. See all your stuff all the time. It's hilarious. When I get back there in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna start posting, I guess, more content like that.
We're gonna be in Cordoba in 3 weeks. I just bought the plane tickets today. If any of you have ever been married to a Latina, you'll understand what I'm gonna say. But you know, before I got married, I only have to buy one plane ticket, but now I have to buy 5. So you know, it definitely hits the bank account a lot harder. But yeah, no, we're going to Cordoba, and then me and my wife were planning on doing like we're originally going to do like a month-long road trip throughout Argentina. What?
You should go to Salta if you go to Argentina. Go check it out.
Oh, nice. Salta?
Yeah, that's where I lived at. It's just because no one had ever. I didn't mean to interrupt, take your fire from me, but
no, dude, go for it, bro.
I went down there originally to get my teeth fixed because everything's cheaper in Latin America.
Yeah,
and I just matched with some random girls on Tinder there, and
in Salta.
In Salta, Argentina. It was like during COVID time, whenever they were like doing the international stuff, like you could just randomly match with people.
Is this in the northwest, like near Jujuy?
Northwest Argentina.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful city.
But, so we're planning on doing. So we're gonna start off actually in Salta, and then go all the way south. What I think we're gonna do now.
I would recommend you go to the Route 40. Yes.
Yeah, we're considering just doing Mendoza, Bariloche, and Caletafe, but I really want to see more of Argentina. But we're gonna be living there now. I'm moving to Argentina kind of permanently. So
If do you have an immigration lawyer for that? If you don't, there's a lot of guys that try to sell. You've seen like the Plan B Paraguay. I don't know if you've seen some of these guys, but
yeah.
If you need an immigration lawyer, I can set you up with one. It's like $250, $300, man, per person. It's
nice.
Nothing, you don't need there's guys that'll sell it to you for a couple of grand, whatever. I'm sure you've done your research on what paperwork you need, like an apostille birth certificate and all that.
Oh, I have not done any research. I'm not a research type of guy.
Well, if you don't go there with the right paperwork, you can't get residency there. But they have this weird thing in their constitution. I think it's Article 25. You'd have to look at it. But if you're like a Caucasian white person, they can't kick you out of the country unless you're being a criminal, unless you're doing something bad.
It was passed in 1868 by Rodolfo somebody. Alberti, I think that was his name. I did a whole
have to promote European immigrants, and we count as European.
Blankimento. Well, I'm also actually European. I have a Polish passport, so.
You're golden, man.
Yeah, I'm exactly what they want. It's actually kind of crazy. Like if you look at like the demographics of Argentina, from 1880 to 1930, the population of Argentina multiplied 7x purely through immigration from Europe.
European immigration, yeah.
Yo, what up, Big Mo? Yeah, dude. Where some other places you recommend people go to in Argentina?
goodness gracious, what is that? I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's the port city. So you're going to go there in about a month, you said. So about the beginning, you're going to be there for a month. I would recommend going to a carnival in Corrientes. Corrientes is in the northeast side. I know you're married, but like that is where I saw the most beautiful women at.
Yeah.
In Resistencia. I can't pronounce it. Resistencia. Another place that I love.
Resistencia.
Yes, that one. That's like a good place.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were in Argentina?
Last February.
Last February. Okay, so it has started to get a little bit more expensive there.
That's what I've heard.
When I was there, it was like a fever dream, bro. I lived off less than $2,000 a month from the Army VA disability, and I lived a lifestyle that people in the United States don't live off, like $10,000-$12,000 a month. You need about $4,000 a month to do that now, though. But
so what I've heard is it's like 3-4K. But so my wife's brother-in-law, he lives in Cordoba right now, and he was the one who's telling us that Cordoba is really cheap. And like I didn't fucking believe him. I'm not gonna move to Cordoba before I can verify this. So I went to Rappi and I like ordered groceries, and like I didn't actually order them, but I did like a fake order. And I was just like, okay. And then I did the conversion. I was like, okay, cool. This is not that bad. It's actually Cordoba right now is cheaper than Asuncion, Paraguay.
No kidding. I would never guess that.
Yeah, no, Habibi. No, it's Cordoba is way cheaper than Asuncion. I mean, Buenos Aires might be more expensive, but Cordoba, like we can do it right now. Like you can do a Pedidos, I can do a Rappi, and we can compare. I promise you, Cordoba is way cheaper.
Salta's got to be like cheaper than that,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I really want to live in some like really small town in Argentina, but my wife's entire family is moving to Cordoba. So if you know Latinas,
Venezuelans, there's a bunch of them down there.
Yeah, no, my wife's Venezuelan.
So you could realistically, like me and you, I speak Spanish more fluently than most people, but me and you are going to pay the gringo tax, a little bit, but a family of 4 could realistically live a comfortable existence there. We're not talking about like how the average guy is going to want to live like wild out partying every weekend, going taking girls out on dates every day. But you could live a really good life off like $3,000 a month. And
yeah,
I know you could do it in Salta. Cordoba was cheap when I was there too, and like I like the people there. They were a lot more right wing than
like Buenos Aires. Yeah,
Buenos Aires is weird. A little bit. Good city though.
The nice thing about me is that because my wife is Venezuelan, I get to avoid the gringo tax in a lot of places because she will.
Absolutely.
I'll just shut the fuck up, and she'll do the talking, and then we save on some money, which is nice. But yeah, I definitely. I mean, you pay the gringo tax a lot in Brazil. Brazil, you're going to pay the gringo tax very aggressively.
Yeah.
I spent about $3,000 a month. Yeah, I think it's about what I spend too, man. My wife just one time. This was the moment where I was just like, okay, I'm done with this Asuncion. She and her dad went like food shopping for us for the week, and she came back and she showed me the bill, and it was $100, and I was just like, fuck this. I'm not, It was only really for 3 or 4 days, but I'm like, I'm not spending $100 a week or $200 a week on groceries. I'm out. PRE Frank, why so much hate on Medellin? Medellin is just overrun with Americans, bro. Like, it's overrun with Americans. If you want to be in a place with a bunch of other Americans, go to Medellin. But also, like, the people in Medellin hate Americans now. Like, I just don't understand why people insist on being in a place where people hate them. Like Roger in Argentina, when they find out you're a gringo, obviously there's a gringo tax and that type of bullshit, right? But generally speaking, they're very happy to see you being an American, right?
They loved me there. I'm a Southern redneck guy, but a cultured one. And yeah, they loved Americans there. Most of them did. You have a few left wingers that don't like you because of the military junta that happened. And
yeah.
But as a whole, I can't speak on anyone else, but if you are a tall white guy who's decently looking, I was there for 2 years in Argentina, and I had a girlfriend for a year of it, and I didn't cheat on her, but I slept with. Can I say that on here?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
I slept with more than 50 girls while I was there. It was like on Tinder, it was just crazy. Every day it was like 10 to 20 matches if I wanted to. Like I always had something to do. And then all the rich people there, they want to be friends with a gringo. They call us Yankees there, Yankees. And they want to be your friend. And then if you just are nice, like they'll invite you to this auto. Next thing you know, I went on vacation with these guys for Carnival. I went to the Dickey, the lake, and would just do stuff with them like constantly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, it's and so that's exactly my point about Medellin. Like fundamentally, like everything else aside, man, like I don't understand why people want to be in a place where people don't want them. Like if you can just be like literally everywhere else you go in Latin America, people have this incredibly happy response to seeing an American that like I don't understand why people want to live in Medellin where everyone hates you for being American. It just makes no fucking sense to me. Why do you want to be in a place where you're hated?
I went to Medellin 10 times last year. I'm black though, and obviously I'm American, and I don't know where they get that they hate American hate from. Like, I haven't really heard anyone say that. I mean, on social media they say that, but like, I feel like I was always embraced in Medellin, but Cartagena was like terrible. There's so many vendors, so much begging. Medellin is just like. I mean, it's not a vacation place at all, but it's a pretty cool city. Like you're just kind of hanging out, chilling. For it's like Cartagena, you have like people on you 24/7, trying to scam you, trying to sell you something.
Well, but none of what you're saying though is as reflective of what the people think about you, though, right? Like you're
But
just
I'm saying, where has anyone heard of? I guess besides social media, that people hate Americans, like. That they're not targeting Americans, they're not, I guess, kidnapping Americans in Medellin. Where is this?
They're robbing them all the time. I see in my Facebook group, I see at least 2 or 3 Americans dead in this group every year from getting scopamine. And like
that's hookers robbing them. Like
well, that's what most dudes go to Medellin for pay for play. And most of them stay in Poblado, and then they bring the escorts to them. Oh, it's like when you get into like actual around the city and whatnot, they'll tell you what they think. Absolutely, a lot of them will.
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely got girls in Medellin, but I'm saying like people dying of girls happens in Dominican Republic, happens in Brazil.
I mean, have you sat down with like a? I mean, first of all, ¿hablas español or no?
No, I speak very little Spanish.
Okay,
very little Spanish.
So you have no ability to really talk to locals in their own language, so you don't really know what they think, right?
I mean, I say I don't speak it fluently. Can I hold a conversation? Yes, and I have been in the barrios. Spent a lot of time not necessarily in El Poblado. I normally do say El Poblado because it's nicer, but like I spent half time in like Bello, Manrique.
Bueno, ¿qué puedes hablar en español? Dígame dónde vives en Medellín en español, por favor.
What is? I don't know where you test me on that. Like, are you just trying to say like? What I'm trying to say is though, like, you guys saying that people hate Medellin. I mean, hate Americans, but I don't know. Did you feel like they hated Americans while you were there?
Here's the thing, right? Like, people in Medellin.
You didn't answer the question. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I'm answering your question right now, bro. People in Medellin don't hate you individually. They hate Americans as a whole, and they make that very very evident to you if you ever ask them what they think about Americans.
Absolutely. Por supuesto.
So like,
well, I'm saying, like, did you ask someone in Medellin what they think about you?
Yes.
Have you been to Medellin?
Yes, I've
10 times.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you hang out with Colombians in America?
Do I hang out with Colombians in America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Neighbors are Colombian.
Where do you live?
I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So you live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Usually, I don't believe that your neighbors are Colombian because Colombians don't hang out with people other than Colombians when they get to America, bro.
That's not even true, bro. That is
Not
true.
everyone.
They don't even.
That's
They don't even like Venezuelans. Why would they like you?
bro, that you can't speak for a whole group of people.
They will openly say that they don't. Okay, go ask your neighbors if they like Venezuelans.
Colombians hate Venezuelans.
Not all Colombians
say
hate
it openly.
When I was in
Not all.
Colombia,
You sound like a woman,
Venezuelans
bro.
live in the local barrios. Yeah, they
You sound
think
like a
it's
woman. Yeah, but they don't want them
No.
there. They don't want them there.
My
But I'm saying that's saying Colombians hate Venezuelans is like saying all Americans hate Mexicans. Because they
Bro,
basically
are you
see-
one of these? The exception doesn't disprove the rule, bro.
Yeah,
you
dude.
You sound like a woman. Are you a liberal?
No. How often do you go to Medellin?
I've been a couple times.
I'm saying how often do you go? Like when last time
I don't
you
have
went?
to. I don't have to go to Medellin. I got these motherfuckers trying to come live in America, and I don't want.
You're
them
not
to.
even saying they don't even pronounce the city Medellin. It's
I don't give a
Medellin.
fuck. I'm American. We're better than them. I don't have to pronounce it right. You see, we
But I'm
just
saying,
kidnapped the
you
president.
saying you're
I
Well,
do
see, we
love
just want them, right?
I do love Big Mo said how would you know the scoop if you can't speak the language? Which
So you from Haiti? You don't even like Dominican. Shut your ass up.
I'm not playing either. But I was just saying, like, everyone keeps saying, like, they hate they hate Americans. But
I'm
anyone
sorry.
in this group that's been to Cartagena
Bro,
knows that Cartagena
groups of people can't get along with each other, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Does someone have a problem with the fact that I'm Haitian?
Yeah, Haiti sucks. We're talking to him.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
Haiti
know
sucks.
anyone
You eating the cats. You eating the dogs. You eating the pets.
But I'm saying, anyone that has been to Cartagena in this group, can you answer, is there a lot of vendors that harass you?
Is what?
Are there a lot of vendors that harass you in Cartagena?
harassing
Maybe.
vendors doesn't mean that the people don't like you. It just
Bro,
means
they're
they want
they're
to
just
sell you
nagging.
shit.
I'm not saying that they hate you, but I'm just saying that's a downside of Cartagena. You
Hold on.
like a
Bro,
tourist.
I have to say this. Done before you try to come at me. I think you gotta
Bro,
understand that I will hold on.
bro,
No, shut up. You already
Your
done talking.
country
Enough.
sucks.
You already done talking enough.
Your country sucks. You get beat up.
Why are you attacking the Haitian guy, bro?
Because
Where
they
you
get beat
from?
up. They get beat up by dudes that do their nails in
Wait,
the
are you
Republic.
Dominican? Are you Dominican?
Hell no, I ain't no drug dealer or prostitute.
Bro, and then
What are
He's
you?
a white dude. He probably
Hey,
didn't
not a white
roll
dude at
into
all.
just
All right, guys.
I
Let's
wanna
stop. Let's stop insulting countries
Yeah.
unless it's the United Kingdom or France. Okay.
Hillary Clinton got something for you, big
Yeah.
man.
But by the way, I actually really just want to say what's up to Paulie. It's always good to see you.
How's it going, man?
I just want to say hi to a host.
I like your fresh and fit. Fuck with it.
Yeah, I didn't want to participate in the
Oh, shit,
whole
you
like,
actually know
fight
me.
thing. I just wanted to say hi to the host, bro. I've been watching some of your videos. I am not a passport bro, but I do appreciate your knowledge. I think you're very precise when you talk about a lot of things. And I'm Venezuelan, so I know you're married to a Venezuelan, so I immediately connected with that.
Dude.
How are the arepas, ayacas? What do you like the best, bro?
We
Do you
love
like
your
them at
oil.
home?
We love your president in America.
So
and your oil.
my
Dude, I'm not even gonna talk about your race. You're talking like all loud and stuff like that. Like you're an oppressed people here in the United States. I know
Go
where
kick
you
a
are.
soccer ball,
Look
you
at your
dirty
skin.
wetback.
Look at your skin
Go
color.
kick
You
a
know what I'm talking about.
go kick
all
a
right,
soccer ball, you
guys.
dirty wetback.
Let's stop. Let's stop with the yelling. This is getting derailed.
Involuntarily.
I
say that.
I do have to
You're
say
still here.
there's
Save your president.
They brought your ass here, bro. Chill.
Your mama brought you here.
yo
Go help your abuela.
guys.
Go help your abuela.
Guys, we're not gonna keep on yelling. So I do want to say one thing.
Go home.
So my wife's family makes this Venezuelan version of guacamole called like
Wasakaka.
wasakaka. I love wasakaka.
Wait, what do you think about wasakaka?
Wasakaka is so much better than guacamole. I love wasakaka.
It's cracked.
But
It's cracked.
yo, it's
I'm so
off
glad.
the chain. Oh yeah, by the way, Aaron, first of all, Venezuela Libre.
Thank you, but I will say this: I don't support American interventions. Yeah, hey Maduro, he was a thug, but the same
and the
way
vegans
like
over here, go home.
Hey Big Mo, the same way. I do want to say this because I literally joined it to say hi to the host, bro. Like again, I appreciate all the things that you do, and I think you do it in a very interesting way that is funny, man. I think what you have going on over here is really interesting. I'm always watching your videos. I started watching them like 2 months ago.
I appreciate it, man.
Join because no, of course, bro. But Big Mo, I don't know. When they were talking about Haiti and all of that, I will say this. I think this is very interesting. I think you will find that Paulie, right? Is it Paulie, bro?
Yeah, Paul.
Paul, my bad.
Get Paulie
Venezuela
banned.
will not exist today if it wasn't for Haiti. This is one thing. It's very important thing that people should understand about the liberation movements from colonial Spanish rule. Haiti played a big role, especially with Simon Bolivar and in Venezuela. It's very interesting, bro. Paul, I'll send you some of this information. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, dude. Let's collab.
What part of Haiti are you talking about? Are you talking about the
bro? Chill out.
So anywho,
no, you chill out.
Okay, Tyrone, calm down.
So
Jumper,
Aaron, yeah.
calm down.
I'd rather be a jumper than somebody
Guys,
that's running away from.
guys,
I'm not running over. I love America.
No,
I live better than
guys, no, guys, no more antagonisms, or I'm kicking everyone out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay attention.
And Paul, I promise you, I'm really just trying to keep things positive and just chill.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
And plus, I don't want TikTok to hurt your channel. So Aaron, yeah, man. I understand Haiti and Venezuela to this day are the best friends countries, and it was Alexandre Pisson who was the president of Haiti, best friends with Simon Bolivar. Believe me, bro, it's just a thing I do. I
love Haitian people, bro. I grew up in Florida, and I grew up around them. So I'm be honest with you, I love Haitian people. I think you guys are very solid.
I love Venezuela.
Can I ask you a
people.
question?
I get a lot of love from people from Venezuela.
Can I ask you a question about the revolution?
We're in a conversation right now with Aaron. And plus, I'd rather have a conversation.
Wait, what's done gonna happen?
No, I'm not.
I'd rather have.
You live in a ghetto. Well, the thing is, I live in the ghetto.
I'd rather civil discussion.
Yeah, that's the ghetto with fentanyl.
Can you hear me? So, like I said,
no, it's an American city.
Why aren't you in a Venezuelan city?
But I'm in an American city.
Why aren't you in a Venezuelan
city?
city?
America. You just miss America. And I'm telling you,
guys.
Let's keep it civil. Let's keep it civil.
Let's keep it civil.
I had a question about the Haitian Revolution.
Go for it.
We're not. No, actually, he's not going to have a. He's not going to have an actual.
No, I do have.
Hey, probably. No, he just wants to attack. We don't need that here.
I just want to ask you about the chicks in Chile, man.
I have a question.
Wait, guys. First of all, I have to answer the question about the chicks in Chile. That's the most important thing.
I'm gonna get out. I just wanted to say hi real quick. I'm gonna step out because this is the passport road conversation. I appreciate your channel, but I think it's very interesting. Keep doing your thing. I'll send you a message with some information about what we talked about right now.
Yeah,
but
dude.
Again, enjoy your time. I know you're moving to Venezuela soon. Hopefully everything is beautiful over there, bro. You're gonna be a king there, just like you have your wife there. So it's beautiful, man. Enjoy the time, man.
Yeah, Habibi, you're so right about that. But Aaron, it's nice connecting, man. Talk to you later.
Big Mo, take care. Done. Stop doing weird shit, man.
I won't call ice on your relatives. Get your relatives out the strip clubs. So my question about the Haitian Revolution is, how do you feel about slaughtering all the mixed people? So the mixed people, that's true.
How to get it to Lane.
Hold on, Butch, I think you had a question. Someone was asking about Chile.
Yeah,
I want to know about the Chilean women. Y'all can go back to fighting about the political stuff. But I seen one of Paulie's posts about Chile, and I just want a Chilean man. Help me out, Paulie.
Yeah, so Chile is actually a really interesting country because Chile is like it's a little schizophrenic, right? Whereas just kind of give an example, right? Since Pinochet left power, I think it was 1988, Chile has basically had either a communist president or a right-wing fascist president, right? And that's because basically half of Chile are just blue-haired liberal crazies, and the other half are incredible far-right nationalists. Chileans are probably the most racist people in Latin America.
Oh no!
Argentinians have a reputation for being racist, but they're actually not as racist. The weird thing about Chileans is that they so Argentina has this reputation of being like really racist and discriminatory. Chile wishes that they had that reputation, so they overcompensate by being even more racist. If you ever talk to a Chilean for more than 10 minutes, he'll give you his thoughts on pretty much every single race and how they are inferior to Chileans. That being said, you'll also have areas like in Santiago where you'll have a lot of like really leftist liberal women who, I'm guessing from your profile picture, you're black, who will want to date a black guy if for no other reason than, because they think it's, cool and like liberal and progressive to do so.
Make the dad mad.
Exactly. That being said, like you can probably get some success in Chile, but obviously like not everyone's going to be open to you. A lot of people ask me questions where they're like, I'm afraid of like violence in like Argentina because I'm black. It's like, that's not going to happen. There's not like the Klan in Chile. You know what I mean? It's just, some people might make some racist jokes to their friends in Spanish, but like, who really cares? You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, Paulie.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, it's very interesting to speak because a certain thing was said earlier about a certain revolution.
Yo, what up, Seth?
14-4. So
I'm just trying to help you, fucking asshole. Don't get on my ass, okay? Don't get grumpy with me.
So, anywho, Paulie, I remember one thing I wanted to get out the way.
Yeah, you better be.
Wait, a lot of people are talking. Yo, Seth, what's up, bro?
Nah.
Okay, never mind. Habibi.
I'm gonna take my elbow and fucking ram it into your goddamn nose. Because you're the wrong color, that's why. There's something deep inside of me that's got to get out.
I think he's having another conversation right now. Seth, do you mind if I'll mute you in a second when you're done? Let us know. But Habibi, what's up, bro? I feel like Habibi's been quiet. That guy
Yo,
did
what's good,
sound.
guys? I just hear a lot of arguing energy here.
Yeah,
and that's fine. People can have differences, but bro, let's focus on traveling, on living an amazing life, on making money, on good stuff.
Well, the thing is this, it's very interesting for for somebody to come up here and say that they're not with the Passport Bro community when they're actually doing worse to America than any Passport Bro has ever done.
I wonder who you're talking about, because I don't.
I was talking about the Venezuelan. I wasn't talking about you.
Sorry, I had to leave for a little bit, y'all. Yes, Argentina is racist. Anyone that tells you it is not racist, they are lying to you about that. I know many Argentinians that are racist that they have names for black people. They hate Bolivians. They hate Venezuelans. Not all of them are like this, but more than half.
So is it really racism though? Or is it pride in yourself?
I mean, I'm from Alabama, bro, so make it what you are. You know what I mean? But
those people in Alabama are not racist. Like it's what is this? Like they call everything racism. It's just like, bro, like no, that's not racism.
They just have a prayer. I've seen Argentinians like set fire to like a Bolivian's house in Salta before. I've seen them do stuff like that.
Yeah, I lived in Buenos Aires for 7 months, and my perspective on it is Argentinians can very often be racist, yes, towards Bolivians, Paraguayans, other Latin Americans. But I find, and they'll definitely make jokes if you're like Black American or stuff, but I find that if you're a gringo of a different color, I'm a gringo of a different color, I'm brown. Though mostly in Buenos Aires, I had amazing experiences of people being extremely welcoming, being extremely kind. I speak very good Spanish too, so I would kind of know if their jokes were crossing the line. Maybe they didn't say it in front of me, but I did notice racism towards other Latin Americans. But being Canadian and brown, I didn't really feel any racism in Buenos Aires. That's my experience.
Yeah, it's interesting. I kind of blame this on America, right? Like America is not discriminate enough to these other groups of people. Because either the same people that will come over here and live somewhere, and they won't get their houses set on fire.
Wait, what?
I said, I feel like this is America's problem. These other countries behave in a way.
Yeah, you don't make no sense, sir. You ain't making no sense.
Well, I don't speak redneck, so I'm not sure if I would make sense to you.
I
speak Spanish. Hablo español. Je parle français.
Hey, Larry the Cable Guy, calm it down.
I don't understand what you're saying. Like,
oh, you a troll. You definitely a troll.
Roger said that like Argentina has a lot of racist stuff that's happening. So, you know, I don't
I have
understand.
no reason to lie about it either. I don't care one way or the other.
Yeah.
I've invited black friends down there, and them. Of course, you're going to hook up with girls. Of course, it's Latin America. But I've seen them negro de mierda.
Yeah.
Fuera mi país, like say shit like that. I've seen that a lot. I swear, I have no reason to lie.
And what did they say back?
I mean, most of the time the black dudes don't speak Spanish, if we're being honest. But I just catch on to it, and I'm like, all right, bro, let's keep it moving.
I do have to say that, like, one thing my wife.
Wait a minute.
My wife, who's been
75% of Colombia is black. 75%
That's not true.
Colombia and Venezuela, they black people.
That is not.
That's not
maybe
true.
That's not true of Colombia.
What are you talking about? That's not true.
No, that's not true.
It's not even close to true.
I think Mexico, they got a.
Okay, if that was the case, name me a famous Colombian NFL player. They're not built like black people. They got short ass arms.
We got
Christian Gonzalez, New England Patriots.
He's from Venezuela. I said Colombia. He's from Venezuela.
Andre Borregales is from Venezuela.
Wait. Guys.
I know.
I said Colombia.
Christian Gonzalez.
The football point is
he's Venezuelan.
The football point is beyond the point. The football point is beyond the point. I can tell you guys.
Maduro look like Saddam Hussein. Hold up. Maduro look like Saddam Hussein. He look like an Arab.
They're not built big enough. Their bodies are messed up. They can't play football.
What there's a huge Middle Eastern presence in Latin America too, by the way.
Quick Google search.
Man, this guy's a troll, man. He a troll, dude.
Christian Gonzalez is from Venezuela.
I actually watch football too.
And such you don't play football given your weight.
Well, I actually did play football.
They don't even call it football.
I'm sorry, bro.
A taco back was your position or what? You won't even be here in a decade from now.
Wait.
I'm sorry that I'm not offended by whatever.
Bro,
wait.
You should be offended by your obesity, bro.
Okay, guys.
Offended by high blood pressure and your obesity.
Definitely not making fat jokes on here. Let's chill the fuck out.
He was a Latino, and he
They call women fat. They call
right.
women fat every night. He can tell you.
Hey, don't be mad at me because you can't do a quick Google search, brother.
And if you did the Google search, you would find out Christian Gonzalez is from Venezuela. He's not Colombian.
Really? Want
Yes.
to put that to the test? Would you like to put that to the test?
Put it to the test. Put it to the test.
Look up Christian Gonzalez, New England Patriots.
Yeah, look at he's Venezuelan.
Cool. Let's look it up.
No, he's Colombian, bro.
Where was he?
It's Colombian.
Colombia, Venezuela, and Nicaragua.
Where was he? No. Where was his parents? He wears a Venezuelan.
Nicaragua, Colombia.
Not letting me talk.
Yes, the flags do look similar. I know.
No. The flag on the back of his helmet is Venezuelan. He's Venezuelan, bro.
Or are you talking about the kicker?
There ain't no difference, dude. They all the same.
They're not all the same.
Venezuela, Colombia, and Panama was one country.
Because he's talking
They're
about
not all
the
the
kicker.
same.
He's talking about the kicker.
I'm not talking about the kicker, fat boy.
They got divided 100 years ago.
Don't be mad at me because
Christian Gonzalez was born to a Colombian family.
I guess you got me on that one.
Like I said, bro, the difference is
You got me on that one.
I'm keeping.
The difference
to
is
the point.
you're stuttering.
All right.
I'm keeping to the point.
But
All right.
the point is this.
So
The point is you're wrong.
if you're going to say something, at least be right.
I am right.
So
The people.
you just got proven wrong.
Bro, you're not letting me prove a point.
What do you mad?
This guy's
What are you mad
mentally
at,
ill.
bro?
Get him off the line. He got a mental
What are you
illness.
mad at me for?
I'm not mad at you,
just
bro.
chilling. I'm here just laughing. I'm just having a good. I'm just here having a good time.
You
wouldn't
also
attack me for
wasting
no
you.
reason.
No, I'm not attacking you for no reason.
I
You
just
just attacked me. You called me
I
Larry
say
the
hi to
Cable Guy. I
Paulie.
don't even look like Larry the Cable Guy.
Hey, Big Bo.
I got no teeth in the
Talk like Larry the Cable Guy. You
So,
just sound like
I'm not the fan.
All right.
So I'm not the
Big
fan.
belly. That's about. I got a big belly, no teeth, a bald head.
Hispanics can't play football. Like that. That's just the truth.
We just
I
saw
have.
He's a Pro Bowler.
That's
Christian
one
Gonzalez is
person.
a Pro Bowler.
Who has more Pro Bowlers, Haitians or Colombians?
Who
He's
gives a
literally the
fuck?
first. What I'm telling you is their bodies are different. Their bodies are different.
Or maybe
Oh,
they're
you're
just
done
learning a
with it.
sport.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with different
Football
bodies.
is genetic. You can't. Football is
No, it's not. It's not. No, 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 no,
Football
no,
is genetic.
no,
Bro.
no.
Football is genetic.
No, it's not. It's not genetic. It's like I hear people make this argument all the time
How many
with
Mexicans can dunk from the free throw line? How many Guatemalans can play in the NBA?
Dude, you can't even allow
basketball.
You don't even allow.
Can't even allow people to eat.
Basketball is a completely different sport. I'm talking about American
Sports are
football.
genetic.
No, it's not, bro. It's not.
So you don't think? Okay, so you don't think a lineman growing to be 6'8", 300 pounds? You don't think that's genetic,
Bro? You're misinterpreting what I'm
it's a
saying,
coincidence
bro.
that
Bro,
most of
bro,
the
bro, bro, bro,
football
bro.
players
You
look
have
the
to
same
let me
way?
finish a sentence, otherwise we can't have a conversation. Okay?
This man got a mental illness.
There are a lot of different positions in each sport that are optimized for a lot of different body types. You can have people from different ethnicities in different positions, right? So yeah, you're not going to have a Colombian linebacker. That's ridiculous. But you can definitely have a Colombian cornerback, running back, those types of positions. You can definitely have a Colombian in. The same way that you're never going to have a Colombian goalkeeper in top tier soccer. That's never going to happen. But some of the best wingers are Colombians because a 5'7" guy who can run fast is going to be an incredible winger in soccer. Do you understand that?
I am, but you're proving my point given the fact of how their body is shaped.
Yeah.
So you are proving my point that there's short arms and stubbiness to them.
No, I agree with you about how their body is shaped. I'm just saying that they can still play football. Is what I'm saying. They just
you're going to get some good Colombian linemen.
I'm not saying they can play every position. I'm saying that there are positions though that they can play very well. That's all I'm saying.
Like what? Like you were saying, corner, receiver, right?
Corner, running back, maybe like a slot wide receiver, definitely.
Yeah, in the X. Yeah, I got you. What I'm talking about is the players that are on the most players on the field are linemen, right? Like linemen, linebackers, offensive line, defensive line, and linebackers. When I say generally Colombians can't play football, it's because they can't get to that size.
So mainly black people can get that size. White guys can get that size.
Hold on a second. Well, do you watch football?
Yes.
What do they look like?
Everyone or just on the line?
In general. What do most football players look like?
We don't want to talk about football in this. We talking about passport bros. I'm trying to go overseas. You talking about football?
Yeah,
this ain't the down ESPN channel. Come on.
Hell yeah.
I will take some accountability because I apologize too, and he is right about that. So
that's what I was saying.
There's a point I do want to get to earlier in past.
Go for it, man.
Paulie, when he caught it. I always urge people to learn the extra language because I know that was one of the things that prompted me to say something because the brother didn't know any Spanish, but he believed that he knew what the people in Colombia was thinking.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, how can you actually get this?
I don't give a damn what they think. I want junk in the trunk. I don't give a damn what they say.
My brother. No, I was not going to take. Hold on. Yes, because that didn't make any sense.
Guys, stop interrupting. Okay, how about this? If you interrupt, you get disconnected. That's the new rule.
All right. So, who was it? Was it Pre?
Yeah, it was Pre.
Frank.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know, I'm actually on his side. Because we still talking about passport bros, brother. And because when you're like outside looking for whatever you want to look for, you know your type. You have to understand the scoop, the lay of the land. You have to know what's going on. In order to actually know what's going on, you have to learn the extra language to know the scoop.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Because the right girl that's actually your type could actually screw you over the wrong way. And this is still talking about your type. It's because it was earlier in this in this live.
Yeah, no, no, definitely.
That's why it was my pushback. It's like, how can you know what's actually going on if you don't know the language to understand what's actually going on? And
Well,
I'm in Miami, so I hear Spanish all the time, and I get to practice Spanish almost every day.
well, everybody, this was a very exciting live. Thanks for everybody for joining. Roger, I'm excited to join that Facebook group. Dun, I appreciate your strong opinions as always. Wait, did I mute you? I'm sorry. I just want to get my point out. But
No, you didn't mute me. The only thing I'm talking in generalities, right?
yeah,
When I talk about Colombian people, they are a very proud people of their so-called little culture or whatever, right? Whatever the Paisas, or they look like the people from Whoville with the Grinch, and the coastal Costaneros or whatever they are. They look like skinny Dominicans. So like these are proud people, and just generally speaking, I observe them how they act in America. And in America, they stay amongst their own, and they're very exclusive as a group of people. And so I do not think that they necessarily like Americans. And I do not think, because they still maintain, I'm American. My great-great-grandparents were born here. They maintain their culture. That's not on them. It's on America for letting them in here. But
they also hate Venezuelans.
So when Pri was talking about, well, they love Americans, how are you going to love a country that's 8 countries away, but you don't even like the country next door to you?
My wife is Venezuelan, and she hates Colombians as well. There's a huge. It's kind of like Boston and New York. But anyway, I really have to take a dump, guys, and like it's midnight here in Bolivia right now, so I'm gonna end this live a little bit early. But I appreciate everyone joining. I appreciate everyone coming out. I'm gonna be doing another live tomorrow. And talk to y'all later.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
Take it easy, Paulie.
Take it easy, Big Mo.